Hey guys, another quick video for you today. I decided to talk about my very simplified no fuss skincare routine. I have videos where I did the 10-step, I think it was even 12 steps Korean skin care. But you know what? After seeing a dermatologist for my scalp issues, and I have a couple of alopecia videos on my channel if you want to check them out, sometimes simple is the best way to go. So I extremely simplified my skincare routine. You can do it in like 3 seconds. I'm exaggerating, but it does not take long at all. And I do this both at evening and at night. So first thing, I cleanse with Cetaphil cleansing bar that you can use on your face. I use this on my body as well. I just gentle cleanser, doesn't ruin my skin barrier, which keeps moisture in your skin and helps keep the wrinkles and dryness and all that stuff at bay. But I use a really gentle cleanser. I use Cetaphil. Cetaphil is my favorite skincare product thus far. Then my face is still damp. I use a moisturizer, Cetaphil as well. Put a layer of that on there, and even though I am melanated and I'm grateful to be so, I still wear sunscreen, and I use mineral sunscreen to 30 or 50 SPF. It does leave a white cast when you're melanated using a mineral skin sunscreen. It happens. So I just really take time to rub that sucker in, let it sink in for like 15 minutes. I'm still looking to find a spray sunscreen, because you're supposed to, the SPF, the number right here, 30, 50, I think that's letting you know how long you have to reapply. So going off of this, you basically have to reapply every 30 minutes, I think. But I'm looking for a spray sunscreen, so that way if I'm wearing makeup, I don't have to try to figure out how to do that logistically. But that's my really simple skin routine. Sometimes the simplest way is the best way. It doesn't take a whole bunch of products. And you know, looking back when I was doing the 10-step Korean skincare, because it was a trend back in the day on YouTube, I learned that sometimes you got to step back from the trends and just listen to your body and your skin. And those 3 products and just taking care of what I put inside my body, my diet, my exercise, has done wonders. I mean, I haven't had to use a load of serums, or I don't use toners. I do not like rich hazel. I do not like rose water. I don't use any of those things. And I'm thinking about incorporating from the Inca list or The Ordinary, a couple of retinols, AHAs or BHAs into my routine to have a chemical exfoliant, or just something to help plump my skin as I start getting older. But that's it from the skincare portion of my video, and I wanted to quickly change subjects real quick about the inauguration. Was so freaking incredible. I was at work, so I had to come home and rely on TikTok and streaming services to kind of catch up. But just, I don't know, I just feel such a level of hope. I don't put a lot of faith in politicians, but I feel that we can finally move away from the speech of hatred and just kind of figure out how to get ourselves up out of what we're in right now, politically, emotionally, mentally, intellectually, scientifically, financially. And that's the one thing I wanted to talk about, financially, because on his first day of on January 20th of the inauguration, Biden went straight to work and he signed 17 executive orders. And one of those is about student loans forgiveness, as well as extending the rent eviction moratorium, as well as hopefully some continued stimulus checks. Now, my husband and I, we do have a home that we bought, but it's a fixer-upper. It's not livable. So we do rent a house while we try to get money together to get renovation started in our home. Hopefully finally we can start this year. But we were in the same boat with a lot of Americans. My husband was furloughed. I lost So 2 jobs, was fighting for unemployment. I was fighting to get assistance with rent because of COVID and everything. It was a nightmare. I never been in that position where I sold everything. I'm just being straight up. I sold my computers. I sold everything of value to stay afloat. And every which way I turned, I got denied for everything. But I want you guys to know your rights. Please, if nothing else, do not move out. If you rent, do not move out because you are protected by the rent moratorium. Have them take you to court. Have them. I don't care how uncomfortable that your landlord feels. Make them take you to court, because right now that moratorium has been extended. It's your right to get your life together, especially if your finances were affected by COVID. Don't let no one use scare tactics or bullying to make you forget about your rights. So it's really important, whatever state you live in, with the exception of Florida, I don't think Florida has a rent moratorium, is to know what the rent moratorium is. Second, know what kind of rent assistance is out there, because as you know, with the stimulus package that was passed just late last year, there's rental assistance funds out there. The one thing that's really important that I don't think people understand is that you have to have some type of paper trail showing that you've been attempting to get some assistance. Now, if they deny you because you don't meet the income standards or you don't have minors in your home, you get denied, but at least you have a paper trail to show, hey, due to COVID, I applied for these programs. This is what happened. That's why I'm still in financial distress. You have a paper trail. That's so freaking important. So I have a paper trail. I'm only about $300 behind on rent, which is a blessing, but I busted my ass. I found a job that I'm happy with, and I can finally try to catch up. And if we get another stimulus check, that hopefully will get us started doing rehab in our house, so we can finally move in there and not have to worry about ever having someone over our head that we have to pay. And I feel bad for landlords too, because if they are paying mortgages, it's like a domino effect. You got to help everyone all around, the tenants and the landlords and the property owners. But I just want to make sure that you understand your rights, and you make sure you have a paper trail to show proof of your financial distress as COVID related, and all the programs and assistance you applied for, regardless of the decision, to show your effort of trying to get assistance, so that way you're not sitting here like a year later, oops, I got to pay $10,000 of rent. So yeah, me and my husband, we did not want to be in that position where, oh, we're not going to pay anything during this whole entire 2020 year, because we knew just because it's a moratorium doesn't mean the payments stop. So all those late fees and everything accrue. So we were only behind 1 month, because like I said, we sold a lot of our stuff to stay afloat. But we made sure that when we got that money, we paid rent first. It was very humbling to understand that when you got money in your hands, you literally had to decide where that money went, how to divide it. It's like, okay, man, I guess for the next 2 weeks we're having soup and salad. It got to that point. But I'm very hopeful for 2021, but I just wanted to share those tips with you guys, and I see you guys next time, maybe next week, maybe the week after, I don't know. Peace out.